All right, so this is a after picture of what was done today. It's just a bunch of fig trees, nothing exciting about that. Nope, not that way. So, had a bunch of wood chips out back, and I wanted them over here in my tropical tree section. So, I had the guy with his skid steer come in and move the wood chips for me, so I can just spread them out over here. Should be able to produce a lot of good soil and give really good winter protection for some of these trees that are a little more sensitive to cold, especially the longan. I'm really hoping that one makes it. Then over here is really what I had him do today. And so the first thing is, if you see the before, this was a bunch of like rock and cactus, pretty much exactly what it looks like on the right side of the fence. So I haven't removed all that bullshit, and I'm actually going to plant trees here. I'm going to bring in dirt, and I'm going to cover them with wood chips. And I think I'm going to plant fruit trees, maybe big trees, I don't know. And then this little road right here, this is what the guy was using for, not that, that's the little road that was originally there at the very beginning. And that's what, I may do the same and have like a 2-tier tree effect, which I think would be really, really neat looking. I might plant like really giant trees there, and then on the lower part plant smaller trees. And the reason for that, or at least fruit trees, and the reason for that is that on the right side is where is south, so it would still get sun all the time, even though there'd be bigger trees, right in the middle. And the bigger trees would be kind of cool because it would protect this right here from any kind of really violent rain or anything. This is my new mountain biking area. And so if we come and look here, it's still, there we go. So if we come look here, this is, I tried to have it to where I could ride on the side. So this is just a giant embankment. To give you an idea, I think I would say this about 4 feet from the ground to the top part of the embankment. You can actually, it was kind of cool the way he did it. You can ride up it. There's plenty of room, and I've had him compress it down with the tractor, but I'm gonna have to come in manually and with a shovel and really compress it by hand, or at least with tools, and firm it up. But the base is there, so ideally you could ride up and then on top of the embankment, or you could just simply ride on the side of it. And how you would ride on the side of it is with this guy right here. Let me turn, nope, wrong way. Oh my God, it's getting worse. It's that guy, yeah. Okay, so this, I don't think the camera's gonna do it justice, because if I was in the footage, you would see that's like 12 feet tall. It's really, really tall. And so you should be able to get plenty of speed to come and, to the embankment here. Man, excuse me, I am struggling with this thing. So yeah, the idea is you just ride all the way around the side of it, basically. Also have it to where you can just ride up this little lip right here if you wanted to. There's also an equally big mound that you can ride down on the other side, and I will show you that in a second. Let me go over here. Nope. I feel like I keep fighting this thing. So let me come over. Well, I might as well just show you this one real quick. This one's just a small little, maybe, you know, describe it as a kind of like a booster to get up the hill that I'm about to show you. So to give you some idea of how big it is, I would say maybe 2.5 feet tall. Yeah, maybe 2.5 to 3 feet tall. And then maybe like, it looks like 15 feet long. So it should be plenty just to kind of get you up some speed, because the idea is that if you can come over here, oh, there we go. You can go up right up here and you would just scream up this hill, and then you would scream up this hill, and then you're up here. And if we kind of, let me see if I can do this correctly. No, that's the wrong way. If you pan down, that's what it looks like. And like it actually doesn't look too bad right now. I got to smooth it out and everything, but I can only imagine on your bike it looking kind of bad, you know. Yeah, but it should be a lot of fun. And I think the first few times I'm gonna be breaking it pretty hard, and then hopefully someday I'll have a lot of confidence where I can just do it without breaking. But yeah, and there you can go down a couple angles here. Like if you go slightly over here, I think this, if you go like right here, it might be a little bit easier to take the turn, because you're kind of going into the turn too, which will give you like almost like a what would that be? It's not 180 degrees, but let's see. I'd say like maybe 100 and what's it, 45 minus 180. So was that 135 degrees maybe? Something like that. So when you come over here, because it gives you like that 90-degree turn right there. And so if you come over here though, man, I am struggling with this fucker. This is actually the other one, and it's kind of hard to see, but we're actually maybe 3 feet high above the ground level on this top part of the mountain biking area, which is that area right there, all that right there. So if I come back down this, and we come back over here. Yeah, here we go. So here's the other way you can go. You can go up this guy. And this guy is, I'd say it's about a foot shorter than the other one as far as ground level. So maybe like 11 feet tall. And so you can come up here and you can kind of, it's really hard to see how steep it is. And just so you know, like this is where, if you're watching mountain biking videos and they kind of, the mountain bikers complain about like the camera doesn't do it justice about how steep this thing is. It's pretty steep. So you can go down that way. If you go down this way, you will run into those trees, so that's a bad idea. But if you come over here, let me see if I can do it. Nope, wrong way. This way is the way to go, because that one will take you back up up the hill and up through the little forest area that I have. So that's the way to go. And then over here, wrong way. Over, that's up. Oh my God, that's worse. Over here. Yeah, here we go. So this is just an easy way to get up to the main mountain biking area. So this will probably be used a lot. The other cool thing about this is this is a giant embankment too. You know, it's like 4 or 5 feet tall. So if we come over down here, so now we're at ground level, and let me see if I can turn this way. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, right here. So you're at ground level, and so you can like just ride this, you can kind of ride up the hill on the side, you know, and see how fast you can go. In fact, you could even, like, I think what I'll try to do is ride up this side, or maybe even ride up here and make a U. So you ride up on one side, on the right side up here, and you're not going to quite get up to the top, but then you make a U and come back down. That would be fun. And again, you know, I gotta like compress all this and, you know, wet it down more and do more shoveling. I got a ton of work I need to do the next week, but that is the idea, is you can take that as a U, and then you can just come down this hill right here if you wanted to. And that's kind of a picture of it. Yeah, that's about the size of it right there. So yeah, about 11 feet, 1 foot shorter than the other one. And that's the back side of the mountain bike and jump. And then if we're gonna go back in the woods here. So let me see if I can, how the easiest way here. Yeah, let's do this. So got a couple trails. I'm gonna take you through the woods that I've been kind of working on, kind of cleaning. Eventually I'll have this all clean, but there's just a lot of scattered rock, and I plan to bring in more dirt and, you know, trees, and like plant some really pretty trees. So we're under the canopy of the woods section here. Kind of goes up, you can see the canopy. I'd say the trees are about 30 feet tall. A mixture of live oak and cedar. So let me see, nope, that's the wrong way. And let me go down, nope, down, there we go. There we go. Okay. So we're going through the woods. And you can start, I mean, I do have a little single track that I've been working on just by walking here. But I have these other features that I've been working on. So if you come over here, there's 3. And let's do the smallest one first. So this is the smallest one right here. Let me turn around. Okay, let me get position camera better. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this guy is a small embankment, 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet tall, something like that. And this guy is simply to take this little piece right here. You wouldn't go up the this feature. You would just go on the side of it, like so right here. And the idea here is you can just go up it really fast, just this little piece right here, and then go off into the woods back that way to make a loop back to the mountain biking area. And then here's just kind of like, I think I showed pictures of this morning, or maybe yesterday, but now it's got limestone, crushed limestone all over it. And that's all the stumps, and like, I don't know, I felt like 80 pounds maybe of limestone that we have on top of it to kind of keep the stumps in place. And then, so here's the side that you can come up. And it's kind of cool because when you come up this, you really have like 2 ways you can go, kind of, I guess. I'd say this is about 5 feet tall. So not that tall, but it's all right. And over here, when you come out of it, here's what it looks like from this side. And again, the camera angle's not doing very much justice here. It's actually pretty steep. So if you go left, like the left when you're looking at it, that one's kind of steep. And then if you go straight, there's a little like log poking out. You can kind of just drop off of it. You can kind of just jump past the rest of it. And then to the side, if you take a right you can go back into the woods. And so yeah, I wanted to have a couple options off this guy since it was kind of a cool little unique feature. So, and then here's the little wall of cedar logs and 2 dead trees. I think what I'll do is I'll trim these dead trees, you know, to the same height as the the wall, basically. So you're not accidentally, like, you know, hitting it, which would be bad. Because that one dead tree is, I don't know, maybe 9 to 10 feet tall. So I'll just cut it down to like 5 feet. Cool. And then the last one over here is, this is kind of like your starter. Like if you're way back in the woods and you're kind of coming back and you want to start taking all these features, you start with this guy. And he's not terribly tall. He's only like 4 feet, maybe, something like that. Pretty big though. So I would say 4 feet tall and maybe 20 feet wide, because we're still not in the camera angle. So let me scoot back a little bit. So yeah, I got it all kind of compressed down on the sides, but I haven't done the top yet. I'm waiting for it to dry so I can actually walk up it and then compress the top, so the top is still kind of soft. But yeah, and you would pretty much come up it this way right here. Let me see if I can get to there. Yeah, right here. So you would come up it, and then you come up and then come down, and then you have to take kind of a hard left to get up the next one. I may discover that I'll need it kind of like a berm to help through that transition, and maybe even 2 berms. Like you can imagine, when you come up, you hit a berm that takes you left, and then you're going left though, but then you hit another berm that gets you right up the other feature, like that guy right there. So I think that's the way I need to do it. So that, but I'll play with it before. In a few months, I'll have the guy come back out and do some more work. And, you know, once I've got, you know, some berms, like the next time he comes out is like berms, you know, like embankments, you know, all the turning, like that is so much fun, just twisting and turning. And so that will be the goal there. I got all the altitude change done in this go around. So yeah. And then this is my woods, my property. It's kind of cool. I've been doing a lot of work on just kind of cleaning everything up, and it was so overgrown and dead limbs, dead trees. You know, you can see the trees there, pretty tall. And then a lot of the trails are going to go in between here. So a lot of in and out between trees, and, you know, I'll kind of move all the leaves and make the trails obvious. Maybe even throw in a few features inside here would be kind of cool. There's plenty of rock. There's rock all over the place. In fact, all the things that you saw, all the quote unquote features, is essentially just tons of rock and just covered in limestone. So I have plenty more, and I will, you know, kind of just make more features until I use all the rock. And the last thing I think is kind of cool is just, I have this, you can see here's all the overgrowth that I've trimmed and cut, and this is ready for wood chipping. These are even all logs that I'm just gonna chip. I do plan on getting a smoker, but I'm just gonna, you know, chip these now, and I'll just get more logs, you know, and I'm not cutting down any trees. I'm just trimming, and this is all trimming, or dead trees, or trimming, or small cedar. That's what this all is. That gives you an idea just how overgrown. And this is, I've done this 3 times now. Like this will be the 4th time I go through and clean this all up and chip all of it. So pretty insane. All right, that's the tour. Peace out, guys.